Hi guys, guess what? It's still hot. So you'll hear the hum of the air conditioners unless I can finagle the audio to cooperate with me. Also, this is not breaking news. I'm a mess. My life's a mess. So I thought I'd clear up the side of my bed where I keep all of my books. Um, Usually this is normally just reserved for my favorite books of all time. But I've kind of accumulated a new stack, and then there's another stack. There's several stacks. I just have a problem. And I know somebody asked for like a bookshelf tour of mine, but I'm not emotionally ready for that because I also have to clean it. So um this is kind of like a shelf tour, my favorite shelf tour, and I thought I'd show you kind of my favorite books and kind of I'm going to show you the books that I have next to my bed basically. And either you want to watch it or you don't. So I'm going to show you the favorites that I have next to my bed and some of the books I'm reading right now. And I might even get rid of some. So let's get this party started. Did you put your name in the goblet of fire? Let's get this party started. So I've cleared off most of my little knickknacks, save for this tiny little pile. So we're going to start with the first stack. I'm pretty sure most of these are journals, but excuse me. Some of them are pretty cool. I have this one. Um, Kakebo. It's supposed to be, I'm pretty sure I said that wrong. I always feel like Japanese is phonetic, but I could be really wrong. It's supposed to help you budget, and it's got these really cool weekly charts and how you see how you spend your money. Um, I haven't really been logging things in because depression, your brain. So it was helpful the first like 4 months of this year, and then I let it slide a little bit, so maybe I should really get back on this. This is gonna stay next to my bed. I also got this 1 line a day for 5 years, and I started doing it and then I stopped because that's kittens. Are you done? Are you done being a menace to society? Hmm? Oh, thank you. I love bats. Bye. I started it and then I never continued. I should really keep doing this to really stay on like a mindfulness, grateful track. So this will also be staying by my bed. I also have another like year journal. This is supposed to be for my husband and we never did that. So I think I'm just gonna try again next year. I also have a lot of journals that I haven't used, and they're really cute. Like this one, a beauty but a funny girl. I also get a lot of sloth things because I'm a Slavocado. And if you don't know what a Slavocado is, I'm here to tell you. It is a sloth avocado. Avocado is one of my nicknames, and I love sloth. So somebody, a great person, her name's Taylor. She gave me that nickname, and it suits me, I feel like. Also, you are what you eat, and I love to eat avocados, but I haven't eaten a sloth. I also have a Taylor Swift cat notebook because cats. I mean, I only have 4 of them. I also have 60 days of being mindful. Again, I need to work on this. Being mindful. It asks you to like describe your day, and then you can draw stuff, and it's got a little pen, and apparently I watched America's Next Top Model that day.
Do you want to be on top?
I also have these giant Post-it notes. I got these at Typo, and they're weirdly convenient. So who knew? Who knew that you would need giant Post-it notes?
On to the next pile.
I think some of these piles are books that I started or books that I bought, and I was like, oh, I'm going to start reading it tonight. And then I started reading it, and then I was like, you know what? I'm tired. Falls asleep. Then goes back to the bookstore to buy new books. I'm pretty sure anybody who reads anything can relate to this. Also, you can see that my calendar is still set to August. Wow. I'm just exposing myself and how behind I am in living my life. So, we're going to change that right now. I did it. Change my calendar. I have Perot's Early Cases by Agatha Christie. My husband bought this for me at a used bookstore. $3. We're really into Agatha Christie. She is so twisty. I love it because I'm really good at guessing how mysteries end because I'm so into true crime. So Agatha Christie is the only one I haven't been able to figure out, and that makes me so happy. It sparks joy. She's going to go on our bookshelves that are in our room just because we haven't read it yet. So right now we have this system where the books that are in our room are ones that we haven't finished, or like we started a series like Dorothy Must Die. The whole series is in this room because I've read the first 2 books now and I haven't finished the rest. So it's kind of like a visual reminder, like, please read me before you go buy more books. Does it work? Not really, but efforts made. So this is going to go on that bookshelf. I started reading this book about 20 pages in. It's called John Dies at the End by David Wong. I saw the back of this at a bookstore, and I was like, now I have to read this. So Billy bought it for me on Amazon. Oh, and here's my Trolls bookmark because I'm 5 years old. I'm about 20 pages in, so I think I'm going to keep this in its own little stack. I also have the 3rd book in the Modal Engine series, The Infernal Devices by Philip Reeve. I started this and I just wasn't having a good time. If you know the first 2 books of the series, Thomas Natsworthy and what's her name? Hester have a child. Spoilers. And this book is about her, and I'm not really crazy about her. I am crazy about this artwork though. This cover, hell yeah. Yeah, fuck me up with your artwork. So I read the first two books. This is the third one. I'm going to listen to it on audiobook because maybe that'll make me get through it quicker. So yeah, this is going to go back on the shelf. Another Agatha Christie book, Death on the Nile. Probably going to go back on the shelf. I started it, but I'm only about 8 pages in, so I'm just going to take that bookmark out. I use anything for bookmarks. Rarely do I use actual bookmarks, but I also use tickets like Taylor Swift. So this is going to go back on the shelf as well. The next book that I have is A Totally Awkward Love Story by Tom Ellen and Lucy Evision, I want to say. I started reading this, I think I got maybe 10 pages in, and I was like, I'm not feeling it. I'm going to try again, but if not, I'm just going to give this book away. It seems really cute. It describes madcap mishaps, raunchy hilarity, and deep romance. Like, raunchy hilarity? I love that. Give me that. So I'm going to put this back on the shelf for now because I have other books that I started reading. This book, I really need to read the whole series. And I have the whole series in my other room where I have 2.5 bookshelves full of books that have been read. That have been read. So, but comic books that have not been read. This book is the last book of the Daughters of the Moon series. There's 13 books. This one's called The Final Eclipse. It's by Lynn Ewing. I loved these books growing up. I want to say I started reading them when I was like 12. I started reading these really young. I never got to finish it. And I told Billy once, I was like, I wonder if I could still find the final book. And he bought this for me because he's just a little gem. So yeah, this is going to go on the shelves back in the other room because I just don't have room for 13 books in here. And maybe one day I will finish the whole series. I also have Wreck This Journal by Carrie Smith. I started wrecking it. There's some, I scratched it. Yeah. So I think I might keep doing it. I definitely did that. I really like doing that. So I also gave it to myself, from me to me. Treat yourself. Thanks, Past Mandy. Well, these books I talked about in my last video, so these are gonna stay here. We know that for sure because they're from the library. I can't put them anywhere. I finished this book. I didn't like it. I'm gonna give it away. I'll talk about more of it in my wrap up, but this one's not staying here. Goodbye. I don't like you. This book, Teen Idol by Meg Cabot, I also talked about in my last video. This one's gonna go in the other room because I've read it before and I really liked it then. So goodbye. I'll miss you. My Favorite Manson Girl by Alison Uminger. I think I'm just going to put on the shelves in here because I want to read it, but I just have so much to read right now. I'm just going to put it on the shelf for a later day. This one as well, I think I'm going to put in the other room because it's Mean Girls and I'm definitely going to keep it forever. So, Book of Barb. I think I'm going to keep this in here just because it's really cute and it seems like something I would pick up and flip through every now and again to spark joy. I also have this Color Me murder mystery thing that I got for my birthday. I think I'm going to put this on the shelf in here because I think it'll be a nice surprise for future Mandy when she picks this up and she's like, oh yeah. I also have playbills. Like I have Fiddler on the Roof and Hello Dolly. 2 of these need to go away. And then the other 2 are going to go in the room with their other playbills. I just found another journal. Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters. You think it would be like a handbook, but it's just a journal. Okay. I have to keep reading this. This is going to stay by the side of my bed. Good Omens by Terry Pratchett and Neil Gaiman. I need to finish it. I want to watch the show. I got to do it. It's going to happen. Am I going to finish it before the end of this month? Maybe. I've been wanting this book forever and we found it discounted. So we bought it. It's called The Mists of Avalon by Marion Zimmer Bradley. This book is about King Arthur told through the perspective of women. So she's thick. It's 871 pages. That's something I can get through right now. So it's going to go on the shelf here. The last stack. And then we'll get to these. I have this little notepad for make a decision. I should really use this more often. So that's going to go right there on that stack. And I'm going to drink some water. I also have 2 cups of water just because I'm thirsty all of the time. and I believe in staying hydrated. Also, I leave my water cups everywhere, so I'm always like, and this is ginger ale. The next book that I have is I Wish You All the Best by Mason Deaver. And I think I'm going to put this one back on the shelf until I finish at least one of the library books that I have. I heard it's really good. I picked it up at Barnes & Noble because it was the last copy, and I was like, I need it. So I think she's going to go on the shelf, y'all. I'm pretty far into this. Not far, but far for me. I'm at least 50 pages into this book. That's not a real bookmark. And I got it for $6 at Barnes & Noble. We're going to take that off. Can we take it off? Peel torn. Okay. It's called Dirty Rush by Taylor Bell. And it's about sororities. A really, really messed up sorority. And I'm about 50 pages in, so I need to keep this next to my bed. Okay. This book is complicated. Okay. It's called Emperor of the Eight Islands, The Tale of Shikanako by Leanne Hearn. And look at it. It's beautiful. It's really in depth. There's a lot of families and in places and things to connect to each other. So I started making flashcards. So that's why this book has been sitting next to my bed for like months. I want to say at least a year. So I think I'm going to keep it next to my bed just so I can keep working on this idea. And so I can make sense of what's going on, because I started reading it and I was like, wait, what? Who? Where? And so I think it's just easier for my brain. So Mr. right there, BB. The next book I have is The Sun and Her Flowers by Rupi Kaur. Kaur? Yes. A poetry book, and I like to keep her poetry books next to my bed so I can pull them up and, flip through them before I go to sleep. Like I ever do that. But the idea is there. The next book that I have is the second book in the Charlotte Holmes series by Brittany Cavallaro called The Last of August. I haven't finished it yet. Look at that. I've been there forever, so I need to just finish it. I don't know what it is about this second book. I didn't like it nearly as much as I liked the first one. So hopefully I can just barrel through the end of it and be done with it and then read the next one. This is another book that I started, but I didn't finish because this is who I am as a person. It's Debbie Reynolds' Make 'em Laugh, also with Dorian Hanaway. And it's got little splotches on it because I'm a mess. I adore Debbie Reynolds, and you know I love Carrie Fisher. So I had started this on a plane, and I just never kept going. So we're going to do it. Am I at least 50 pages in? Yes. Once you're 50 pages in, you can't really turn back. I think I'm going to listen to the audiobook of this one because it's hard to read. Oh, I'm 50 pages in. I don't know. We'll see. I'll keep going, and then I'll see if I need to get the audio from the library. I'll Be Gone in the Dark by Michelle McNamara. It's about her search for the Golden State Killer. She unfortunately passed away before she finished the book, if you're not familiar with her story. And it's really good so far. I think I stopped reading it because I was reading before bed, and I was like, maybe I shouldn't read about serial killers before I go to sleep. But so I'm just gonna whoop that over there. I love that this was supposed to get rid of the stacks, and I'm just creating new stacks because I feel like it's inevitable. I used a map for this bookmark, so we're just gonna Disneyland map. Just gonna give you an actual bookmark. How about we'll do Love Never Dies? Because okay, I started this book as well. I told you I start books and then I stop them. I'll tell you the story after this. So the next book is They Both Die at the End by Adam Silvera, and it's about two boys who both receive calls that they're going to die in the next 24 hours. And they live in this world where that's a regular thing. They get phone calls from the death cast, and they're like, oh, hey, by the way, you're going to die today. Cool, thanks. I'm going to go live my last 24 hours the best that I can. So it's kind of a heavy read, which is why I started and stopped. I'm interested, but I'm scared. And that's why I like to read a lot of books at once, because then I can change how I'm feeling by which book I'm reading. I get really emotionally involved, because I'm so empathetic and pathetic. I just need to like bounce from place to place so that way I can just maintain some semblance of sanity, at least for me. So, yeah, this is also going to stay next to the bed. Oh, hey, look, I forgot one. Oh, there's my other one. I forgot one book. It was hiding. We Hunt the Flame. Guess who hasn't finished it? Me. So I need to finish that. I only have like 100 pages left. What is wrong with me? You're going to go on the top of the stack. Oh, I also have, because like I messed up my wood down here. You can see that right there. Yeah, from the water. So my friend has this cute little Etsy shop that she runs, and I'll link it down below. And she makes these great coasters. And it has, I have 3 right now. I don't know where the other ones are. 2 are from 2 of my favorite books, The Great Gatsby and Pride and Prejudice. And then my favorite character from My Hero Academia, All Might, Weekend All Might. And she has a lot of these. She has like different mangas, different books. It's really cute. I'll link that down below. They're great. Yes, I'm so extra that I need 3 coasters at once. All right? All right. Don't fight me. I mean, fight me because you'll win. We're going to start here now. So, first book that I have, and I'm definitely going to keep next to my bed, is from the live action Beauty and the Beast called Belle's Library. And it's a collection of literary quotes and inspirational musings, as might have been chosen by Belle. There's a foreword by Linda Wolverton, and she actually helped create Belle. So I really like that. The next book is Neverwhere by Neil Gaiman. It's really beat up because I love reading it so much. There's so many things falling out of it right now. You have an appointment. Not anymore. So it's still one of my favorite books. I have prettier copies on my shelf. I think I might put it in the other room because I haven't been picking it up as much. It feels blasphemous. Yeah, I'm gonna put it in the other room. I could always bring it back. I have legs. The next book I have is another poetry book that was 40% off. Hello. No, everything was going so well. No. Fail. Sticker off. Why? Why are the stickers so big? Stickers. And like when you have nails, like you don't want to scratch it because then it might indent the. Okay, I got most of it off. Okay, but this is Milk and Honey by Rupi Kapoor. Kaur.
Why is English so hard for me all the time?
Yeah, it's more poetry. I'm gonna put this in the other room. Just because I've been picking up the other one, The Sun and Flowers, more. This is another poetry book. It's called I Wrote This for You by, I want to say Ian S. Thomas. Again, it's going to go in the other room just because I've been picking up The Sun and Flowers more. We're getting to the Rainbow Rowell section. So Rainbow Rowell is my favorite author, and I love all her books, and they spark so much joy. And these are going to stay next to my bookshelf until the day I die. The first one I have is the collector's edition of Rainbow Rowell, The Rainbow Rowell of Eleanor and Park by Rainbow Rowell. It's really cool. I'm going to show you inside. It's got artwork. It's so beautiful. I love it so much. If you haven't read this book, just do yourself a favor and read it. Even if you don't love it, it's going to make you feel something, and I think that means everything. The next book is my first book that I ever read by Rainbow Rowell, and it's the exclusive collector's edition of Fangirl. And it's adorable. It makes me so happy. It's about this girl who is writing fan fiction about 2 characters that are kind of pseudo Harry Potter, Simon Snow and Baz, if you know them, because in the next book is Carry On, and it's kind of fan fiction for a fictional book in a fictional book. So I really like that. And look at them. They're sexy. Come on. Get on my level. They're staying next to my bed. I'm going to bring you over here. Well, these are all of my Harry Potter books, except for the first one. I don't know where it is. And then I have a bunch of different ones in different languages. I have the Tales of Beedle the Bard in Mandarin. I have Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone in Spanish and in French. And then I have like 3 different UK covers of The Goblet of Fire. I really like to go to used bookstores and find different editions from different countries. So yeah, these are gonna stay here, but the outlook might be different. And this is also my my Phasma corner because she's bae. She's my babe. And you can see me in the background. And you can also see Captain Meowka right here. Kitty meow meow. She meows. There's a sloth. I have to feed her. I'm sorry. Ta-da! That's the side of my bedroom. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it's not too long. Yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Goodbye. You can definitely see everything I have. Good Omens is there just because I don't know where the first Harry Potter book is. So, yeah.